Hey, welcome to the call. This is the brand new Geek Out Fridays, and let's get this thing started here. So, Wayne, any thoughts before we share a new product here?
No, I think they're itching to find out what it is.
Okay, I I am too. I got to see it yesterday. So, let's get started with this. This is a new beta launch, and it is going to be called CalendarMasher. We kind of hinted at this a few weeks ago when we were talking about a product that we're developing. And the reason we wanted to develop this is to do custom calendars. And I've got some clients that I can make custom calendars for and sell them calendars. And we started looking around, and there's some options out there to make custom calendars, but there's not an option to make it really fast and put it on PDF and then have your choice of printer. The printers themselves do the custom calendars, but I've seen prices as high as $10 per calendar. So if you're trying to do a group for a customer and you want to send him 20 calendars, that's a couple $100. So you should be able to choose the printer that you send it to. And you should have the print ready PDF ready to send to them. And you can get custom full color glossy calendars for probably as low as $3 to $4 a piece if you book early. Okay. Booking early is order in October your calendars. I used to do this when I had a brick and mortar business. I had a Rent-A-Wreck franchise, and I made custom calendars for Rent-A-Wreck and for some of the other products or some of the other stores that we were selling, and gave them out as gifts to customers. And I made a lot of money because people wanted the calendars so bad. They were all of classic cars. They wanted the calendars, so they would come in and rent a car. So I made money as a side product of these calendars. But I know if you're in local business marketing or local business agency, is your ability to offer this as a service that you could put a branded logo on a calendar for a customer and it takes you all of maybe 20 minutes to do. This is an added value that you can pass along to your customer either as a service charge or as a Christmas bonus, and let them pay for printing. And so you would have maybe a print charge you would charge the customer plus a per calendar basis. So let me just kind of go over a little bit about what's in CalendarMasher. Then I'm going to show you what we have for the beta. It is not a complete product. It will probably be ready. What would you say by next Friday? We're going to be 95% complete.
Yeah, probably just before with a bit of luck.
Yeah. So it's very close to being a full product, but you can start on it today. That's going to be the beauty about it. So, what is the CalendarMasher? Well, you're going to be able to create visually appealing calendars that align perfectly with your brand. Okay. Effortless printing. When I used to do calendars, I would actually have to lay it out. I hate to say, this was way before any AI tools or Adobe products were out there. Is you had to lay it out by hand, and some would have basic calendars and then you would add your images. But if you wanted, maybe you're in the UK and you want UK holidays, you don't want Halloween and some of the USA holidays in there, you would have to have a specialty printing. So we're going to give you the ability to put in custom days in there, okay? And have a finished product on a PDF that you can send to a printer, okay? And we're going to give you some printer recommendations probably by next week of ones that we have found, because we're actually making some of these for AI Masher and Bookmasher as well. But this is a marketing tool, and I'm hoping that everybody kind of sees the value in it because it is so fast to make calendars. Okay, key features. One topic. This is kind of what we have built AI Masher on and what we built Bookmasher on. You give us a single topic. We're going to use our AI image maker, our AI tools to build you a calendar. Now, you can always add in your Ideogram and your Stable Diffusion APIs if you want a little bit different or better quality, like photorealistic. You can add those in. But one topic, and it does everything for you. It builds the prompts, it builds the calendar, and everything. You can add a logo, whether it's your logo or your client's logo, and an address at the bottom of every calendar page so that you're always constantly present with your customer. Restaurants love this. Our dealerships absolutely love this. And if you got any real estate agents, they're going to go crazy for this. Okay. So any local business that wants to be brand present 365 days out of the year and have a refrigerator calendar or a desk calendar, this is absolutely perfect for you. We're going to generate the AI images for you, but we'll generate the prompt and then we generate the image with the image credits. It's the same image modeler that we have in Bookmasher and AI Masher. But like I said, you can add Ideogram, you can add Stable Diffusion, and you can add your own images. So if you go out and have some images made, or you go to Canva or wherever you go, and you want to put in your own images, perfect. You can do it. Very easy to do. We're going to have image credits, and you can integrate. In the future, we're going to have some different API codes that you can integrate in there as well. Okay. So this is just kind of the basic features of what a calendar is and what we envision a custom calendar, but Masher style. Masher style means one topic builds it all. You set it and forget it. That's the goal of what our CalendarMasher is. Wayne, any follow up on this?
No, not really. I'm just adding some special icons in the background for everyone to use on the special days.
Yep. So it's kind of neat. And I have not, in fact, Wayne, do you want to demo the software?
Yeah, you can do.
Okay. Just 1 second. We'll demo the software. You can take a look at it. We're going to have a special deal today. And we're doing a beta launch, but Wayne's going to drop a coupon code when we drop the link in there. We don't really want to announce it because this is a recorded call, but you as Geek Out Friday members, you're going to get a special coupon code to save $27 off of it. The price is $197 for beta. Lifetime deal. You never have to pay again. You're going to get plenty of credits, and we'll show you in just a second. So these are just some kind of ideas: client gifts, marketing collateral, internal calendars, Personalize. If you want to make a family calendar, your schools, your children's school, you can do it for your church. Anything that you want to do a custom calendar that doesn't take you very long to do, and you're using AI tools to do it. And basically, you're just adding a logo and an address to customize it for any group. Okay. So here's the plan. We're going to do a beta launch starting today. So probably for the next week, we're going to do betas. Now, if you've never been in a beta group, looks like a lot of people have been in our beta groups before that's on the call. Beta means it's not a full, complete product yet. It will be in a couple weeks because we are going to have a private launch to all our customers with different license levels, which I'll explain in just a second here. And we're moving this into AppSumo because we want to sell to AppSumo customers. This is a perfect product for AppSumo customers. We built the software, we'll add to it over time, but we don't have to do a lot because it is a set it and forget it system. Okay. So today you'll see the beta launch. In about a week, about 10 days will be the private launch in AppSumo. It's probably going to be before the 24th, but it will be on AppSumo. So let's talk about what the pricing tiers will be on AppSumo and for the private launch. Okay. So we always have our standard or basic level. We have a pro level and we have an agency level. What we're talking today is beta will be a super agency. Okay. So with the agency or with the beta, you're going to get AI Calendar Maker. You'll get 5 custom calendars on AppSumo, 100 image credits, special events, front cover. But let's talk about the agency. You can kind of see pricing differences. This really is not going to affect you because we're going to be in beta is a super agency. Here's what you're going to get on a super agency pack. Okay. And I'm going to point out some of the things as we go into the demo. You're going to get the AI generated calendar maker, unlimited custom calendars. We don't care how many you make. We hope you make a ton of them. Now, the count of custom calendars is not if you're making one for your school and you're printing 500, that doesn't mean it's 500. It means your school calendar that you print on a PDF counts as one custom calendar. You can make as many calendars as you want off of that PDF. You can print as many as you want. So basically, you're not going to have any limits. We're going to give you 5,000 image credits. Each calendar, if you're just using our image credits, will take 12 image credits. You can buy image credits very, very cheap. We'll make them discounted very cheap for you, like you can with Bookmasher. But we're going to start you off with 5,000 image credits. You're going to be able to do these special events and holidays onto the calendar, like a normal calendar. And holidays will be based on federal holidays for the country you select. So this is not even in the calendar yet. We've got the API lined up and we'll have it programmed next week. But special events would be your anniversary, your birthday, or Groundhog Day, or any special events you want to tag in, you can make a custom calendar. So back to the school example, is you could have when school starts, when school ends, when spring break, the Christmas holidays, you can put all those events in as a group and you can day group them, meaning this is for the elementary school that my kid goes to, or this is for the church that I go to, the special events that they have. So you can have different groupings and you can make different holiday packages with it, okay? Front cover maker. We're going to make a front cover for you, but you may want to put your own front cover in. You may want to put text on the front cover. So we're just going to give you the image for the front cover that we envision with the master prompt that we're doing, but you may want to add to it. Okay. So that's something that we're going to be adding a block text or something that we envision to make it easy. So when you hit PDF, it's ready to send to a printer. Or in our case, I'm going to take it to Canva and I may tweak it up a little bit, may put some fancy stuff on it, on the cover, and may even make a back cover so that at the end of the calendar, they flip it over and there's calendar may be kept for more than one or 2 years, okay? Custom branding. This is the most important part of a business calendar, is you want to be able to put your custom brand on every single page, because this is brand presence 365 days out of the year. Now, you're going to get this special go back in time calendar. We did this because what if you want to make a calendar especially for your child or for your grandparents, and maybe it's the year they were born or the year they got married, is you could go back to 1957, 1945, or whatever year you want to put in, and we'll make you a calendar for that year. And you can come in and do some special events like when your grandparents got married and their birthdays and their grandkids' birthdays and all that. So you can kind of use this as a teaser, something that you're not going to make these all the time, but it's kind of fun to look back and see what happened the year that you were born, or the year that you got married, or the year you graduated college. So just something fun to do. Choose your page sizing. This is not available right now, but it should be. We're on an A4. If you know what that is, it's a little bit smaller than an 8.5 by 11, but printers understand A4, 8.5 by 11 legal and all that. So we're going to have different page sizing, and this is what's going to take a little bit longer to come out. Probably by next Friday, we'll have different page sizing you can choose from. Image packs. All these images we build for you, might as well save them, and you can use them for other things. So we'll have like an image pack, and you can pull from the image pack to go into your deal. So what we were talking about Canva, you can load up an image pack on Australian Shepherds, let's say, and you want to use those stock images that you have already found from Canva or you've got them off, other sources. So this gives you the ability to kind of customize and have a saving place for your images. Plus, we're going to add some goodies over time, like we always do with AI Masher and RSS Masher, all our other tools, is we're always adding stuff to it. You're always going to get your super agency. Most people on call have already had beta. The super agency is everything that we get, Wayne and I get, is in the super agency. So you get what we get. So it's kind of neat. Now, the advantage of being with beta is we want you to play with this. And if there's something that you think, hey, this would be nice to see in the calendar, we may just add it. So this is your opportunity to influence software that you'll be using in the future. Okay. So let's see it. Here's the link. You don't need to go there right now, but it's $197. It's going to take you to a Pay Kickstart checkout page. This is so new, we don't even have a sales page for it. Okay, we'll have a sales page next week sometime, and all the frilly stuff on sales page. But for right now, it's just a checkout page, $197. Wayne, go ahead and drop the coupon code, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wayne's dropping it in the chat. I'm not going to announce it over the recording, and we'll have it in the library of your Geek Out Fridays call. So this will save you $27 off this. So you're only paying actually $170 for a lifetime deal on this. Okay. So let's take a look at it. Wayne, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wayne is going to do the full demo.
Share my screen. I haven't said that for a while.
Yep.
There we go. You should be able to see the login page.
Yep.
I'll just log in. And there you are. You're greeted with our familiar look. So when you've used some of our tools, you know your way around, basically, because they're built on a similar vein. So here's the dashboard. And then on the top right-hand corner, we've got the settings menu as before in all our other tools. And in here, you'll see your email, your name, and your time zone, etc. But here you'll see how many credits you've got left. And you can also choose default graphic models. So if you've got all these three plugged in, you get the graphic engine as because that's the one that's built in. So you'll be able to choose from all the different models. I've got mine set to Flux. And if you've plugged the other two in with your own API, you'll be able to choose the model that you prefer. And then you can change your password and things down here. Now, over on the left is the menu to get to the controls. And you'll see we've got integrations. So if you want to add stability and ideogram, you just copy and paste the API into the form and just click update. Very simple. But the crux of everything happens in the calendar maker. So to create the calendar, we will go to create calendar, and then we'll click on add, and then we'll come up with a name for this one. And let's do, what shall we do? Let's do
something like horses or ponies.
Just thinking about that. Horses. We've got one prompt at the moment, but we will be generating different variations in there. Incidentally, you don't need to plug in your OpenAI or any AI, because the AI that we use inside of this, we use our own. So we're picking up that little bit of a tab on that. So another benefit for you. So what's the calendar about? Horses in a field and show jumping competition. Now, special instructions are anything you want to apply, which it goes towards generations of the images. So if we can put, so I think the images will seasons and weather of the United Kingdom, for example. And you can adjust that to whatever you wish. Logo, if you want a logo, we can browse for a logo. So look what we've got on here. I think we could go to...
Just use that CalendarMasher logo if you got it.
Might be CalendarMasher. Try that one. And then this will be, when you see January, it'll be at the bottom of January, bottom of February, button. So
Yep.
So the contact info would be, in this example, it would be
Just put like
visit
URL. Yeah.
visit calendarmasher.com. Or let's say you were doing one for a car rental or a florist. You put the florist logo and then you'd put the name of the florist. So if it was like Tulips R Us, for example, and then you might put the phone number, whatever the phone number is, etc. Excuse me. And then special days, I'll come back to this because it allows you to create some special days that you can put inside the calendar. But I'm okay with that for now, and I'll make it active and click update. And you can see the year defaults to the year that you're in +1. So it assumes you're building a camera for a camera. It assumes you're building a calendar for 2025, but obviously you can go in there and change that for any year you want. And you can actually even go backwards and create a calendar that's in the past. But we'll leave it as next year's calendar. And then down here, it'll get to work and it'll start building what it needs. If we click refresh, you'll see it's done the first bit. It's given it a name, Horses in Harmony, a year of fields and show jumping. And it's built a prompt for us to create the page. So we'll have January, February, March, April, May, and so on. And it's given them names. It's called Frosty Beginnings, Muddy Mischief, Spring Awakening, and it's created the prompts that will represent the images that's going to be in the calendar. So if we preview it now, you'll see that it's actually built the calendar for January, and it's ghosted the previous days where the previous month would be ending. And there's the logo, it's dropped in the bottom corner, and there's the text that we put on the other side. And then we've got February, March, April, May, and so on. So we need to bring it to life. So we can use the graphic engine and choose Flux, or we can use Ideogram or Stability AI if you've got them plugged in. So let's see what Flux can do. And you can create an image pack to keep all the images in. Because you're using our graphic engine, we get 4 images for every 1 credit. So I'm going to put these in a image pack. I'll create an image pack called Horses and add the image pack, which drops it into there. You can select any of the ones that you've already got. And then you can resolve all image prompts, or you can select 1 or 2 and you can see how they look. I'm going to click resolve all image prompts. So it's going to do the cover and the 12 months. So we've got 13 to be done. And it's going to create 4 for every one, which will all be stored in the image pack, but we'll be able to look at them as they get created, and we'll be able to cycle through the 4 images like the tools that we've got in the past. If you've got Bookmasher, it's a similar kind of idea. So let's click refresh. There we go, we've got the first one. So if we do a preview, so here, there's the title, which you don't have to use, you can come up with your own title. But this would be the cover. And we can go through the images. Image 1, image 2, 3, 4. Probably 2, maybe. It's quite busy, but see how it goes.
Wayne, while that's building, do you want to show them another one that has the special days in it to give them an idea?
Well, inside CalendarMasher, we've got special days. So in special days, this is how new this is. Bear with me while I... Oh yeah, you're already done. It's just us, I forgot. Log out and log back in. There we go. All done. So, special days. You can see I've got my birthday and an anniversary of when we got married. And you can just simply click on add. And we've put a few in at the moment. We've got birthday, we've got an anniversary, we've got a badge if you want to celebrate a particular day, like if it was, let's say you've won an award on this day, got son, trophy, paw print, and a horse, gift. And there'll be more going in here. So for example, if you wanted to highlight the day that you particularly won a trophy, let's say it was the 4th of February, and the text you wanted to put was trophy day for Mildred. If Mildred is your horse, you click update. So now you've got that is a special day and it's on the 4th of February. You can see I've got my birthday. It's the 27th of July. So presents can be forwarded via Facebook. And then you build these up. And then to save you having to keep creating them every time, you can create groups. So you go into, I'll group days together, and I've got Wayne's group, and I'll edit that, and you can see my group's got that birthday in and the anniversary, and I might want to add trophy day for Mildred, so I'll click update as well, and then you can see I've exhausted all the ones that I've made. So let's say you've got things in there to represent a calendar you're doing for a client that you know they've got exhibitions on certain days. You could plug them all in, but you wouldn't want those days on every calendar. So you could make a group just for that particular company, and then you could add that group to the calendar when you build it.
Or you could do something like school holidays. So you could have all the different school holidays in there as well. And one of the things on the special days, we may just make those icons, and you just choose the icon versus the text. And this is so new that if y'all have some better suggestions, we're absolutely welcome. Now there is going to be a holiday package besides the special days that you can use in the selection. It's not included yet, but it will be. It will be federal holidays based on the country that you choose, and it should be by next Friday.
Yeah, we're going to automatically get those days pulled in dependent on the year and where you live.
Yep.
So if we go back to the calendar, let's go back to this one, because you'll think, but you've already built it. You can see some of the images are coming in. What you can do is you can make a change. So I'm going to drop this down and I'm going to go Wayne's group. And then I'm going to save that, click update. And then we've got a special button down here, rebuild calendar. And if you click rebuild calendar, click OK. I mean, don't blink because you'd have missed it. But it's already rebuilt the calendar. The reason it's that quick is CalendarMasher builds the calendar in software, in code. It doesn't use any AI for that. So all the images we can keep separate. So if you've forgotten to put a logo, or you forgot to put the contact text, or you want to change it, or you've noticed a spelling mistake, or you forgot one of the days, you can go back, retrofit it, and then click rebuild calendar. And then when you preview, you'll see, if we can scroll down to the February, you see here we've got trophy day for Mildred, and there's the trophy on the 4th. And then all these pictures are pretty good. What else have we got? 4, 3. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we scroll through. And then when we get to June rather, don't tell the wife, I got the month wrong. We was married on the 17th, so there's an anniversary icon, Wayne and Beth. And then as we scroll down, we will see that in July, there, 27th, it's put a birthday cake, Wayne's birthday. So you get the idea. And we'll have more icons as we go on into next week, and you'll be able to put any days in. And then obviously when we've got the holiday thing in, we'll automatically drop them in, like Valentine's Day and Christmas Day and all those kind of things. So there's one about horses that we did, just cats and dogs.
Wayne, go back out. I want to show something on the table. And if you're not familiar with the way that we do things, see the image status, it says cooking. That means that we're cooking your images. When they're done, it will say completed. And as we build the calendar itself, it's actually going to show as active, but it's so quick that once the calendar is built, it changes it to inactive. But the image status will show where you're at. So when it says completed, that means all 12 images plus the cover page is done.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah. I did try to do one about Family Guy to see how clever the graphics were. Family Guy, the TV show. And I did a few of the images. So this is Peter Griffin as a snowman, which I thought was really cool. And then we've got Stewie.
Wow. Was this the ideogram that you used?
Yeah, ideogram, yeah.
Okay.
And then the next one, I think that's meant to be Brian, and so on. So, and all I did for that was Family Guy characters up to no good. And then in the special instructions, I did what I kind of did before. And because of the prompt behind the scene is quite clever, and that's the magic source to create the images. And then, because you'll notice then we've got things like a mischievous Peter Griffin. And then down here we've got Stewie Griffin and Brian Griffin, which is how it knows we're talking about Family Guy. See, that's the magic behind that. You don't have to sit and worry about how to tell AI to do it, because we've done it for you. So you can do things like that. And the graphics I used for that was an ideogram, which you can plug into here with your own API. Now, media packs, you can get to, we've got the one with the horses in. So you'll see all the images that were built were in there. You can click on there to look at them. Obviously, AI sometimes think horses can fly. And if we go to cats and dogs, we've got 2 in there. That's pretty good. And we've got 1 in there. You'll notice it was like it's a cold environment for the January and summer and for the later months.
And we'll go into the prompt for special instructions. We're going to default that so that you don't have to really think about it. If we'll give you a default and you can change it how you want, but we'll figure out the ones that work best for us.
Yeah, we'll give you above this. There'll be a drop down with some of the good ones that we've thought of, and you'll be able to pick one of them and it will drop it in the box for you.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Our objective making this, and my wife may see this, but our objective is we know we have beta testers like you on the call, but we're also going to have some people that have never experienced our style of programming, our user interface, and we want to make it as simple as possible for AppSumo customers that have never heard about us or seen us to come in there without thinking. They can punch a few buttons, put in their topic, and have a calendar made. That's the objective. And I hope that y'all appreciate we have to dumb it down, but we're still giving you the flexibility to do what you want to with this. So that's why we're going to put some default special instructions. We may even have a enhanced prompt or something on what is this calendar about. So anyway, with that said, is y'all are going to have the flexibility as a super agent to do things that are beyond just the simple defaults.
And of course, when we update it, you'll be able to go into the FAQ and you'll be able to see what we've changed. Obviously, it was beta yesterday. A few changes today. And support tickets are the same as all of our tools. Click add if you want to raise a question, or if you've come up with a really cool idea that you'd like, send it to us on a ticket and we'll look at it. And as your mastermind people, we will add it for you, as long as it's not like 30 hours of programming. But if it's something quite simple and a good idea, we'll add it for you.
Yep. And you can sell calendars on Amazon. We'll kind of get some training on how to do that. It's probably not a profitable business, but I mean, you can probably make some money with it that way. But I would venture you're going to make, as a marketer, you're going to make more money doing custom calendars for your clients, for your schools, your churches, anybody like that. And you can charge a small fee or give it away. And but you see how easy it is to make a calendar. Probably the hardest thing is just putting in all the special days of school years and stuff like that.
And that's it, really.
Yep.
And of course, when you finish with it, you'll be able to download it as a PDF and send it to the printer.
Yep. Now you can bring a PDF into Canva and edit it, or you can edit it inside of the Adobe PDF. What, I don't even know what that's called, the PDF writer that they have. But we're trying, Acrobat. We're trying to get it so you don't have to do anything with the PDF except send it to your printer. So that would be where the cover comes in, where you might want a label on the cover, like a box. This is, horses in the field, show jumping competition, and it's sponsored by, the horse club.
Horse and Hound magazine or something.
Yep. Yep.
The other thing you can do is in media packs, if you want, you can actually browse and upload your own images.
Yeah.
And then once you've got them in an image pack, you can decide in the calendar area. In this particular instance, say that one, you can get image from a media pack, and then you can choose a media pack. Then you can choose a horse. You can choose an image that happens to be a horse, and then click add image, and it will put it into, it'll take you back to the calendar, and it will have put that image into that space for you.
So you may actually make your cover on Canva or Photoshop or wherever, and then upload it to a media pack and then pull it in as the cover if you want to replace the cover.
Yep.
So that's just some ideas. We may, if you've got a more simple workflow for that, we're welcome to this. And guys, we did this, and we have to get it out to AppSumo quickly. So we're focused on this. We're kind of set. I know we got 3 more templates on Bookmasher, and we got a lot of things that we're updating on AI Masher and RSS Masher. But timing on this is to get affordable calendar printing. You've got to have it to your printer by the end of October. Okay. If you want to expedite printing, which to me, expedite would be overnight, but that's not the case. Printers need at least a 30-day window to give you a discounted rate. And that's what we're trying to do for you.
Ray's asked a good question. We go into media packs, and he wants to know about if you've got some pictures from a school. So we'd add a new media pack, and we'd call it, I'll put the school, depending on whatever the name of the school is. And then you would browse here, and you would pick the images and drop them in, and they'd all become inside a media pack. So you'd end up with something like this, and all the school images would be in here. We automatically upload them to our cloud space for you. And then when you come to build the calendar, you would build the calendar with all its special days highlighted. But the images, you would say, well, the cover, like for example, there's one here that hasn't finished. So I'm going to get image from media pack. So you would highlight that one, and you would go click, and then you would pick the school, but I haven't got any in there, so I'll pick horses. And then I will look at that one and think that's okay. This one, that's quite good. So I like that one, 41. So that one's highlighted, and I'd click add image, which takes me straight back, and it's filled that one in that was not there with the one from an image pack. There we go. So May's now got an image from an image pack.
Yep. And see that 4-image selector on there? That is, when you're using our image maker, you're going to get 4 images every time. Now, on Ideogram and Stability, they charge you for each image. So we have, in the past, only did 1 image. That's actually a beautiful image there. But if you can buy 4 images at a time on Ideogram, and it would show you 4 up there, but you're looking at the cost of.
You see, we see here, we remind you, Ideogram 2, 1 image is 8 cents. But if you select 4 images, we'll just tell you it's going to be 32 for the 4 images that you'll be charged on Ideogram for that. Because what we have to do is we have to call it 4 times to get 4 images, because they don't do anything like what we do, where you generate 4 images at a time.
So you're looking at a cost of around $5 of if you're using 4 images per in this instance here, okay? Which in the whole scope of things, to build your custom calendar for horse racing or wood carving, whatever you're doing, spending $5 is so much cheaper than actually going out to any of these printers and having a custom calendar built. But if you want it free, just go to our graphic engine and use your image credits.
Yeah. And Stability AI has got a credit system. So 1 image is 6.5 credits if you use Stable Diffusion 3. If you scroll to the bottom and use Ultra, it's 8. And if you get 4 images, obviously it's going to be 32 cents. So this is a reminder so that you know how much it's going to cost if you go this route.
Yep.
Obviously, if you go our route, it's just 1 credit off the 5,000 that we give you. So it's practically free.
And in the style of, you can use this to kind of tweak the styles. And we even have, this is the same for Bookmasher and AI Masher. The image prompts that Wayne does is really pretty good, that we don't need that. But let's say that you have you want something that is a mid-century modern kitchen. Maybe you have a home remodeler and you want to use something in there. This is where you would put the style of, and it's going to tweak that image in the graphic engine model. So any questions that we have? We've tried to make this very, very simple, but it's one of these that it's going to probably grow a little bit, and we're hoping that it grows a little bit, but we want to make it so that you can get in here and make a calendar in 5 minutes. Now, it may take a little bit longer to, do all the images because we're sharing image models and stuff, but it shouldn't take you very long to do any custom calendar. So, sell it to your client, sell them a print charge, and this is for you to make money with, not just make your own personal calendar. Well, you can do both. We will talk to you in 2 weeks, and we'll have some really good things to show you. In fact, I think in 2 weeks, we're probably looking at Pictory, Pictory.com. I'm using it to make VSLs, and I've discovered something incredible with it, with auto syncing. And I think you could use it to do text to video or articles to video. So we'll talk more about that, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you guys very much, and we really appreciate your business. Bye-bye.
Bye.